Hello and welcome to AmakhosiTalks. Welcome once again, Khosi fans, to the channel. Well, on today's episode, we are taking a look at this weekend's match where we face Amazulu Football Club. Now, there's no doubt here, guys, this is a very big match. And I'm not just saying this for the sake of saying it, but Amazulu are no longer the team that they used to be. Of course, we are going to cover all there is to look out for, but before that, please hit that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so that you never miss any future uploads on the channel. Also, please give this video a big like as it helps the channel to grow and reach more Khosi fans out there. Well, without further ado, let us start talking AmakhosiTalks. Now guys, first taking a look at the league table, things are really beginning to take shape and they are very interesting. Now when I say interesting, of course I'm referring to the general sense of the league. At the top, Mamelodi Sundowns have had the best start to the season and they lead comfortably, and I should admit that they are currently dominating the league. Looking at our opponents, Amazulu, they are 7th after 5 rounds that they've played in the DSTV Premiership. Now they themselves, they are not really having a convincing start to the season, having only picked up a single win, throwing 3 matches and just the 1 loss in the process. From our perspective though, I don't need to say more. We should be better and we should be doing better than 13th position. Now, one of the reasons that make this encounter a very interesting one is the fact that 3 points to either team, it really goes a long way in shaping the team's campaigns. We are well aware of the ambitions that Benni McCarthy has. He is a coach who prides himself and believes his team should be competing against the very best. And you wouldn't disagree with his feelings. Amazulu have shown that gone are those days where they always pushed for a spot to retain their status in the league. Now they really do mean business, and on Saturday they plan to bring their very best. Now again, if we shift the focus to ourselves, as we all know, we are still riding this difficult phase and it seems we just cannot shake it off. But certainly there's no way we should give up. This is another opportunity to try and fix things. Now the team will be boosted by the fact that we had a full week to prepare for the match against Amazulu, and that should provide the coach with some options as to who gets to play on the day. Well, we are well aware that the key area that's been of concern is finding the perfect combinations, and I reckon this week the coach would have tried to work on those combinations and iron out other areas that have been of concern. Speaking of areas of concern, the striking position is one particular area where coach Stuart Baxter hasn't found the solution. Even looking back when Nukovic was still available, we saw him being played in a very unfamiliar role, which I should admit it's one decision that has caused so much reaction from a lot of fans. In the previous match, again we struggled in that number 9 position. And I feel if the coach can quickly find a solution, then we will start to put away our chances. Because quite honestly, since the return of Stuart Baxter, we haven't really seen what type of style the team is actually playing. It's been a mix of everything in the attempts to get a result or settle for what we have in a match. On that subject of the striker, of course Nukovic is out, and although in the past we saw Manyama being used in the very same position, but looking at Manyama's form and the display he showed in the last game, I would say we have to give him a rest. To be honest, he recently returned from injury and therefore it is still going to take some time before he is good and gets back to his level best. Now, removing Manyama out of that conversation, it leaves us with 2 options. Bernard Parker and Lazarus Kambole. Now, we did see Parker come on in the last match, and for a while he did give us a fair bit of injection going forward. But again, he was coming up deep from midfield. Again, when talking about Parker, I think this is someone who you know exactly what he will give you on the pitch despite his age catching up to him. But if you decide to play him in that attack, you are guaranteed that he will fight, he will create opportunities, and if the opportunity presents itself, he will score. But the same cannot be said for Lazarus Kambole. Kambole is a player whose career at the club has been clouded by injuries and below par performances. In the attacking players at the club, it's safe to say he is further down the pecking order. However, in the circumstances that we find ourselves in, he is available and he is someone who can play as a number 9. Now, I've gone with these two options over Billiard in that striking position, and the main reason is because I don't feel you get the best from Kama Billiard when he is playing against his back. You want Kama Billiard to have space so that he can have a go at defenders and create those opportunities for the last man to convert. Once more, it will be interesting to see what call does Coach Baxter make in that position, because up to this point, all the options that he has played, they haven't really produced any goods. Engage with me and have your say in the comment section below, guys. I want to hear from you. What is your view for our striking problems? Would you prefer that Kambole or Parker or even Billiard to lead the attack on Saturday when we take on Amazulu Football Club? Now guys, personally, this one I am desperate for us to get a win, because some of the words that some of the Amazulu players have said around the week in the media, I feel they are very disrespectful to the club. And getting all 3 points against them, it will surely put an end to any peculiar ideas that they may have had. And there you have it, guys. That is the scenario going into Saturday's match, and I'm very confident that the boys will do us proud and come back with all 3 points. Remember to like this video if you enjoyed the content, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you on the next upload. Amakhosi, aliphele umoya.